this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2014 movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So, in this movie, for Peter Parker, life is busy. Between taking out the bad guys as Spider-Man and spending time with the person he loves, Gwen Stacy, high school graduation cannot come quickly enough. Peter has forgotten about the promise he made to Gwen's father to protect her from staying away, but that is a promise he cannot keep. And things will change for Peter when a new villain, Electro, emerges and an old friend, Harry Osborn, returns. And soon, Peter uncovers new clues about his past, and it all leads back to Oscorp. So this is an alright time. I think this is a big step up from the previous Amazing Spider-Man movie, but it's still not a really great movie. The feel of the movie is definitely better though. I think Andrew Garfield is a lot better this time around as Peter Parker and Spider-Man and everything, although I still say he's definitely my least favorite of the three and everything, and I still say that I could live without both of his movies, to be honest with you, and I don't think that his version is that great in these two movies, but also I feel like the writing is also a part of that. Emma Stone is once again great as Gwen Stacy. I feel like the chemistry between her and Andrew Garfield is once again still pretty good. They still work really good together and everything. And I think that Jamie Foxx is pretty good as Electro. I think he's pretty underrated in this role and everything as Max Dillon and Electro and everything, because Max Dillon is like this quiet, bumbling, nerdy type guy that doesn't really talk to anybody. He doesn't really have friends or anything. He's kind of like Jim Carrey's version of the Riddler or Cheetah from Wonder Woman 1984. It's a trope that we see with villains a lot in comic book movies and everything, but I feel like Jamie Foxx did it pretty well with Electro. Sally Field was pretty good too. I think she's much better as Aunt May in this movie than she was the first one and everything, but I still don't really think she was all that great as Aunt May, to be honest with you. I think she was just okay, but I thought she was better in this movie than she was the first one for sure. And I will say the action scenes are actually pretty good. That's the one thing this movie does have going for it, is it does have some good action scenes and stuff. The Times Square scene especially is just awesome and everything with Electro and Times Square and stuff, but I also really like the power plant scene and stuff when he's doing the Itsy Bitsy Spider. It's kind of cringy, but it's also pretty cool and everything as well. Like they did some good job with the action in this movie. I felt like it was much better, and I also like that this movie was much brighter than the first one. It's set during the day throughout most of it, and there's a lot more colors and stuff. It's not just all dark and brooding like they were trying to do with The Amazing Spider-Man, trying to copycat Batman Begins and everything. Instead of going darker with this movie, they didn't really do that, except for towards the end of it. And I will say that they handled Gwen Stacy's death really well and everything. I think they did a good job at killing her off and also making you feel the weight of her death, even though she died like 20 minutes before the movie ended. Those last 20 minutes being dedicated to her death and stuff, and showing Peter's grieving and stuff really worked. And I think that's what really saved this movie for me and everything, is the last 30 minutes of this movie are really good and everything, and I actually legit enjoy a lot of it. And I will say the score is pretty good in here too. I don't think it's quite as good as James Horner's score from the first one. That's one of the things that the first movie had that I thought was pretty good, but it's still pretty good in this one. And as far as negatives go, I will say Dane DeHaan as Harry Osborn was absolutely horrible. He's just a terrible actor in general. Every movie I've seen him in, he's taken the movie down a little bit for me because he's just a terrible actor. He has a likable screen presence, but he just has no good line delivery. He's just pretty wooden and stuff, and when he's not being wooden, he's really over the top and campy and stuff, and when he's the Goblin and stuff, for the few minutes he looks terrible and everything. The makeup effects on the Goblin look awful, but he does do the best job that he can and everything, and I think that he tried the best that he could, but I just don't think his acting abilities were really suited for Harry Osborn. And It also doesn't help that he has no chemistry whatsoever with Andrew Garfield either, and I think that is a huge thing that messed it up as well. And also, I'm biased here, but he's no James Franco. The plot with Peter's parents once again go nowhere and really don't do anything for the story. They pretty much make Spider-Man the chosen one, which is an awful idea and doesn't work because Spider-Man isn't meant to be the chosen one. It's totally not who he is and everything. And the CGI on Electro is awful. While I think Jamie Foxx did a good job playing him and stuff, when he becomes the blue version and stuff, he looks awful and it's really hard to look at and everything. And Paul Giamatti, who is one of my favorite actors, is way over the top in this movie and horribly miscast as Alexei, aka the Rhino, and everything. I felt like he was one of the worst casted people in this movie, and I love Paul Giamatti. It's nothing against him as an actor, but he did not fit that role whatsoever and everything. So, and while the romance is well done and stuff, I don't really hate it. I do think that it's cringy at times, which of course that is also kind of what dating is like, but it just wasn't written very well, and it's really corny and stuff at times and everything, and it's not great. It's cool, the chemistry's there and stuff, it doesn't work. And I just think Mark Webb is just overrated when it comes to writing romance and stuff and everything, and I just think he's overrated in general. Final thoughts: The Amazing Spider-Man 2, while being a step up from the first one, is definitely not a very good Spider-Man movie, but it's okay. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. It's one that I can watch it if I'm going through the Spider-Man movies, but I'm not going to watch it unless I'm just watching it through them or the Marvel movies and everything. It's not a go-to movie. It's only a during the marathon type thing, or during the watch through type thing for me. So I'd say I'd give The Amazing Spider-Man 2 a 5 out of 10. It's definitely better than the first one, but it's still not one of the best Spider-Man movies, and we've had tons of better ones since then, and we probably will continue having better ones and everything. But yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.
Yeah.